we're trying to reach out to the girls sections and do more and more with the girls. So I don't know if any of you were involved, but at Easter we ran some girls only camps, which were probably the first time that we've done it. And at Easter there was a huge appetite for rugby, boys, girls, mixed, and we saw some fantastic numbers. Del?
I think, yeah, so we started filling the need for girls only camps. We've done one last week here actually on the pitch. But Easter we was at Wedding, Levin's and Medway, with Medway possibly, in my view, I'm currently heading up the management of camps. I possibly thought that was the best camp of Easter, 70 girls, some fantastic ability on the show, but just generally a real great time and good to see so many girls buying into it. Have you got any pictures of the girls coaching?
Well, yeah, there is. Well,
so the good thing, I don't know if you can see it, we've got Lottie and Chantel signing socks. What was a big thing at Welling Garden City for some reason, signing socks. So a lot of the girls joining on the coaching. Last week we had Alicia and Chantel. Chantel seems to work every camp going. But it's good that the girls get the chance to actually be involved with some of the players who they may have watched on the strings over the last few months. We're looking to run some more coaching courses for our girls players so they can be more involved in our community work and doing stuff with the girls at camps and stuff, which we've seen has been a huge success. They was both here last week, wasn't it? Somewhere else. Yeah, so going forward, I think we have another girls' camp here in October.
Yeah, no, it's here in October.
She's a saleswoman, she knows that. So yeah, camps, girls only camps are looking really good, and as much buy-in we can get from you guys as well for the girls to maybe come along and have a look. And it's very nice for them to come and play on the pitch here and have the girls players at their coaching with them. It's been a real good experience for them.
Yeah, so I don't know, we did put them out for the community for this summer on the back of Easter, because Easter was so busy, and I think the appetite after COVID was just massive, so we put them on for summer, but the camps across the whole of the summer have not been as big as we perhaps thought they were going to be, but I think that is COVID and summer holidays and people waiting and going on late minute holidays or not wanting to be with other people. So we took the decision, because the girls' camps didn't sell as well as they had done at Easter, so we brought them all in here. So going into October, we're just going to run one camp for the girls, and it will be here. So we'll look at numbers and start to grow from there. And then once we get the appetite for girls' camps here, we can then come back out into the community and come to your clubs and do it for you guys specifically, and for your, not just your club, but for your local club, like clubs around you. I think there's this fog around only, like we only going to a club that is like for that club. So like say Valerians, only people from Valerians can go to that club, and that's not true. We're trying to hold them in hub clubs so that people can travel. So we'll hold one in Hearts, one in Essex, one in Kent, and would expect people to travel, because it's easier to get to the grassroots clubs that are nearer to you guys than come here all the time. But it is lovely to come here, because obviously you play on the pitch, you've got the stadium, we can obviously get more players to come here. And we do, unlike the men's and the boys' camps, we do have more access to girls' players or women that will come and they're much more proactive than the guys, and we have more, they're just more, they're flexible, they're more engaging than the guys. They're just, the coaches that worked on the camp last week just said how wonderful it was, didn't it? Because the girls were more engaging, the coaches loved it, the girls on the pitch loved it. It was a better camp than some of our other camps.
The guys are taking a kicking tonight today.
Yeah. So you know, if you've got a particular big women's or girls age groups in your club, then you know, come and speak to us. We can come out to clubs, but at the moment we're just going to focus in October to do it here. See how big we can get it. The bigger the numbers, the more energy there is. The more engaging the coaches are, the more engaging the girls are. But that's not to say that we won't come back out into the community and run them at your specific clubs.
These girls all coached over the summer for us.
I know Laura's already touched on it, but one thing that we do for the men's games is we have a lot of, I don't know how many of you have been to men's games, but we always have activations on the pitch. We always have a big shirt, we have a guard of honour, we have, if I've got loads of clubs interested, we'll bring out, there's about 4 banners that we put out on the pitch. And sometimes we have so much interest that we'll have a guard of honour at the beginning of the game, but as well at half time, we'll do another one. This is something that we're looking forward to doing for the girls, for the women's games. Looking forward to having a girls' guard of honour and a girls' big shirt. So, you know, if it's all included in a match day ticket, and match day tickets are not expensive. So you can come here with your team or your club of girls and be the guard of honour, wave the flags and get on the pitch as the players run out, or they can be holding the big shirt. It's their moment on the pitch. And I get so many positive comments from the boys that do it, or from mixed clubs that come and do it. It's, you know, the parents love it, but the kids love being on the pitch, and they go on the pitch on their own with members of staff in front of the crowd. It's their moment, it's their time. And also what they absolutely love is the closeness of the players that come past them, because they're on the pitch as the players come running past. And this is definitely what we're looking to do for all the women's games where we can. If we've got an interest, then we'll get you guys out there waving the flags. We're also looking, because we do this with everything that we do, that we've done for boys at men's games, we're looking to do for women's games. So pre-match festivals, we're looking to run them for, I don't know what age groups you have, but Charlie said age groups are changing, didn't you? Not this season, but next season. So this season we'd do an under-13s festival, under-18s festival, and under-15s festival. Pre-match, so it would run from late morning till like an hour and a half before kick-off, when we have to hand the pitch over to the players. And it would be on the pitch. We'd have half the pitch per match. Just to add value to your ticket, just to get you involved, to get the girls involved, to make them feel part of growing our audience, growing the interest in watching the women's rugby.
We did have one planned, it was for the Queen's game, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, the big game, we did have one planned.
We had a girls' tournament planned, pre-match festival, but unfortunately, obviously, COVID kicked in and it never happened, so it's certainly in our minds to get that going forward.
But and then we, you know, if we can't do a festival, we can always run, if you've got the numbers, we can run a pre-match coaching session. And it's something we do with clubs that come. We do sort of takeover days with some clubs, and they bring their whole of their minis and juniors, and we'll do a coaching session on the pitch pre-match. And that's something that we want to do with the girls as well. So everything that we do on a men's match day, we want to replicate and do on a women's match day. To keep the girls interested, to grow your audience as well as growing ours. If we can keep the girls engaged, then it helps you guys, but also, you know, it grows our audience at the same time. So if ever, you know, if you want to come to any of these games, you just need to email, or, you know, my rugby camps at saracens.net, .net is .net, isn't it? .net. Yeah, or I'm sure Charlie will send you my email address. But if you're interested, once the fixtures come out, if you're, as a club, are interested in bringing a group of girls to any of our matches, just, you know, I'll have a spreadsheet going of various opportunities to get you on the pitch, and it's just added value to your ticket price. It doesn't cost any more. It's just keeping everybody interested, having your moment on the pitch, especially if our game's being streamed or televised. It's